A very radical thing is happening in our country. It is not only radical in the sense that it is a large directional change, right, switching sides in a war, now standing against our allies of the last 80 years, now siding with Russia. Instead, I mean no longer siding with the free world, now siding with the authoritarian governments of the world. Like, it's not just radical in that it is a 180-degree directional change. It is also radical in the sense that it is really radically unpopular with the American people. I mean, you can see that in the polling Quinnipiac poll this month. Should the U.S. trust Vladimir Putin? Yes, 9%. No, 81%. Here's another one. The Economist YouGov poll out this month. Do you have a favorable or unfavorable view of Vladimir Putin? The American public say favorable, 11% unfavorable, 78%. The American people are not clamoring for us to ally ourselves with Vladimir. Right, you can see it very clearly in the polling, and it begs the question, well, okay, who wants this? Who voted for this? Why are we doing this? If the American people don't want this, why are we doing it? Who says we should do this? Who's making us do this? And why and for whose benefit? You can see the same dynamic in the bewildered and outraged questions that Americans are asking the Republican members of Congress at these town halls, which Republicans are now realizing they better not do anymore. They're asking their Republican senators and their Republican members of Congress, what the heck is going on? What is going on here? But let's be clear. I mean, what's going on here is pretty obvious at this point, because this is all really good news for somebody. It's not the American people for whom it's good. It's not our allies for whom it's good. And this is nothing that anyone campaigned on, and it is nothing that anyone has any political mandate for at all. And so why are we doing it? What are we going to do about it? That's what we have to decide. Just to remind our viewers, Russia seized Ukrainian territory in 2014 with Crimea. They've been going into the Donbass region and seizing land in eastern Ukraine long before they attacked 3 years ago when they did the full frontal assault. You just suggested Russia was provoked. Trump is publicly attacking Zelensky as a dictator. He blamed him for starting the war in the first place, called for new elections in Ukraine, took NATO membership for Ukraine off the table. He said it's unlikely Ukraine will be able to get back its territory seized by Russia. Russian state TV suggests that President Trump is getting all of this straight from his conversations with President Putin. Take a listen. When Trump is answering questions about the press conference, I think it is not a coincidence that many of the narratives that are being voiced largely materialized after their conversation. The phrases he is saying are so deep and so correct, they are in total alignment with the way we see things.